Don't forget to check out my Patreon where we have exclusive content for groups such as Twice, 17, Red Velvet, Blackpink, NCT, Super M, Shiny, AT, Stray Kids, and so much more, along with K-dramas, concerts, and other variety shows. Hey guys, Andrew, and today we have ENHYPEN's Sacrifice Eat Me Up music video along with Bite Me dance practice and the Bill's selfie cam video. I did their one night, 2-day on Patreon, and I actually did both episodes, and I thought there was going to be, because usually every single group I've seen, they have like 2 episodes with like 2 to 3 parts each. This one not only didn't have 2 episodes, it only had 2 parts, and I'm really wondering why. Because I mean, they're not on tour or anything, so I don't know, it was really weird. I'm not quite sure why they only had 2 parts. I can't think of any reason. It's really weird. But whatever, I did both. That was very sad because I was like, I really like theirs. Theirs was probably one of my favorite one night, 2 days. But whatever. I also did Idol Human Theater, and we have like ENHYPEN and High on there and things like that. But let's hop into the video. Alright. Oh, wow. Wow. I like the sets. Training. What? Why is this better than the actual official music video? I'm glad the song has a music video. It's a really good song. Whoa! Yeah, this video is so cute. Like visually, like this part. Saving me, twisted. Wow, this is beautiful. Neighbor. Ooh, I haven't seen the choreo for it, so this is really pretty. Yeah, this is way better than the actual music video for the comeback. Ooh, this is beautiful. What the fuck? I would not hold the snow, it'd be really cold. Ooh. This reminds me of a Give and Taken's photo shoot. Kill me, help me. Wow. This is amazing. I think the other one had more budget, but this one's more creative. But I could be wrong. Because I thought the other one looked cheap as fuck, and you guys said it was actually very budgeted. But I'm like, well, they didn't utilize it well. Because it was very boring. These outfits are beautiful. Oh, look at his makeup, it's so pretty. Nikki looks like baby Nikki here. He looks like fetus Nikki. Like debut era. Wow. This is gorgeous. I definitely see why, like, as much as I like the song more, I see why this one's not the title track. It's not, it would not probably be that popular, sadly, because it doesn't have an oomph to it, like a catchiness. It's kind of a chill song, but visually, this video, maybe just switch the videos. The other Bite Me looked like a performance video. This one looks like an actual music video. That was amazing. But why should we, I don't know, I feel like fans shouldn't feel guilty for like numbers not being reached. See, like the whole they never disappoint us. It's like, I'm not disappointed if I don't like a song. Because to me it's like, okay, I'll just wait for the next song. Like the whole they never disappoint. It's like, yeah, do you guys feel disappointed if a song's not your style? Like, for example, I'm not disappointed I didn't like Bite Me. What disappointed me was I feel like the company doesn't give them what they deserve. It doesn't showcase the skills they like Drunk Dazed is their most popular music video, like nearly double some of the others. Even like Give and Taken, like it has more than that, which is very rare. It's so rare a first comeback is bigger than the debut number wise. Like look at TXT, the big example. Runaway is a fan favorite, but even the number of the music video is not double, because for a big four company, the debut is what most people are excited about, and then maybe the second comeback. So like TXT is that example. I think to this day Crown is bigger than Runaway, but I think some people like Runaway more than Crown. It's just the numbers won't showcase that because the debut is what people are excited about for a big four company. It depends on other groups and companies, but so I feel like Drunk Dazed was so revolutionary for them. The numbers show it. I'm not sure about wins, but there's clearly a response to Drunk Dazed, but they continue to ignore it. Like, they don't ever go back to that sound. I think the closest we got was, I think it's called Dimension Dilemma. Honestly, their names are so confusing. What's it called? Drunk Dazed. What is the freaking... I think even their streams, you can see on the streams, because people usually go, oh, well, this group changed this sound because that one song did well. But they don't do that for ENHYPEN, and I think that's really annoying. Is it Tame Dashed? Drunk Dazed has 200 million streams. Give and Taken has 133. It literally has double. Tame Dashed. Is that the one? Yeah, Tame Dashed is the closest we had. Trying to find the other. Like, all their songs that are liked, Tame Dashed, and Tame Dashed even has more streams than Future Perfect, so clearly people like that sound from them. I think it has... We're missing a comeback. Pass the mic. Bleskers, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, okay, so the two songs. The first comeback has double the streams of the debut, and then the only other song, title track wise, that sounds like it has more streams than their two other comebacks. So I'm like, you see the response. And they're the one group where they don't really follow what the fans want, which could be like, oh, that's cool, but like they don't make music, so it's not like, oh, it's their creative input. And like ATEEZ or Stray Kids or something, where it's like, okay, but they like the sound, they're producing it, so we should just respect what they want to do. But they have no control here, so I don't understand. This could have been the next Drunk Dazed if like they kind of went down the route. This route. If they just stuck to this. Just wanna kiss me and bite me. Oh, people say fans are mad about the choreo with the women. The choreo I saw in the music video, because I haven't seen them perform it, wasn't like I liked it. I was like, oh, that's actually really cool, and I respect them not catering to fans, but we'll see. Maybe it's sexual. A male dancing with a female doesn't make it inherently sexual, so I need to see. Oh my god. But I like the choreos though. You're looking at Nikki to see how. I don't think it's that sexual. And I will be the first to ever point out, especially with like underage, like that's the main. So I saw most people were mad actually that the girls took away from the guys on the performance, not even that Nikki's underage. But then I saw some mad Nikki's underage, and I'm like, are you mad he's underage, or are you just jealous because you're in love with one of them and it's like, oh, they're with a girl or whatever? Like, is someone who is very much adoring of Sunghoon and Jae. I don't care because it's just a dance. And so far nothing's too weird. There's the whole like rubbing up the chest thing, but I can't tell if they're actually even rubbing up the chest. But that's, and like this part, but I can see how they are, like, I don't know, it's like, because dancing is very much an art. There are certain dances where I'm like, okay, you're underage, you don't need to do that on stage with that outfit on or whatever. Like, not because you are not your own person and don't have the right to do it, but when it's clear that a choreographer did it, knowing there are underage idols, especially multiple in a group, and it's very sexual, that's when this is more passionate, and so far I don't see anything too wrong with it. I do think they didn't have to do this, and that's the one thing. Like, they didn't have to, if they wanted them to dance with the girls, they didn't have to make it this way, but so far it's not too bad. Plus, the women are clearly, at least from what I see, much older, so they don't really... Let's see. That's a little weird, but I can see specifically the dancer with Nikki. I don't think she's actually touching him. Like, I saw the way here. Is this Jung? Jungwon's also pretty young, so it's kind of weird, but she's very much touching him. But if you look at Nikki's dancer, it's far away though, so I can't tell. It looks more like it's a very gentle compared to Jungwon's dancer. That was appropriate because he's a grown man. I'm crazy. I do always hope though the idols are okay with choreo like this. I hope they have a say in it. Like, oh, I don't feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Especially when they're young. Like, I hope they get a say. Like, oh, I don't feel comfortable dancing with a partner. Yeah, I don't see. They're not actually. I don't think touching their chests. Jungwon's dancer. Oh no, I think actually it was. I think it was Jake's dancer. They're wearing similar outfits. It's hard to see, but I think she likes him. I think she enjoys doing the dance with him. Yeah. Oh, what's happening here? I don't know if I like this. I don't know. That's where it's weird. Why do we have to touch their legs? That's where I'm like, there is kind of like unnecessary parts. But like it's really weird. Let's see. Oh, he made the choreo, or did he make his part? Okay. I was like, wow. Yeah, that was great. I liked it. There's parts where I'm like, they don't need to do that. Like, it doesn't need to be that, like, sexual, but I don't think it's too sexual to wear an underage idol. And I do think the age of underage depends on the situation as well. There were actually worse choreos in Island when Nikki was literally 13, 14. Like, that's where I was literally disgusted. And, like, why are we doing this? Like, it was really uncomfortable to watch. I didn't even watch the whole thing sometimes because it was just really weird. Yeah, like, I really was like, oh, why are you exploiting this child? And some of the other ones, because there were nearly everyone there was like underage, except like Kay and stuff. So yeah, those were where I was like I think was it Fever? I think it was Fever, which is actually one of, I don't know, maybe it wasn't Fever because I feel like I would have said that in the Fever one, but there was one where it was really like aggressively sexual. It was very weird. I was like, why are we doing this? But this one, like, it's not that bad. I actually think, especially because he's 17 now, doesn't make it necessarily like okay, but I do think being 17 is different from being 14. But obviously, you could still be a little cautious because the point is, a lot of people are like, well, they don't feel sexualized. It's like, that's not really the point. It is, because obviously that doesn't matter, but it kind of reminds me of when people are like, well, she wanted it, but she's 17. And it's like, but they're still a child. Like, usually it's later on you're like, oh, it's weird that happened to me. I don't want to let you know. Where is this at? I don't want to let it go. Photoshop? Me. Looking good. Oh, I like a Jay's outfit. Oh, Sana's voice is so cute here. This was such a cute way of doing this. I do hate its long ways. Like, vertical? Vertical? I always mix those up. It bothers me so much. It's like my biggest pet peeve. Like, just make a separate one for TikTok. Clearly it says for TikTok. Because the Monster X used to do this a lot, but it was horizontal. And it looked better. I don't wanna let it go. Oh, cute. Go me go. Did he do the TT thing? Why does this shirt say I love Pennsylvania? That was cute. I don't know what people classify as hate. Yeah, I love this song. Speaking of Stray Kids, it kind of reminds me of Easy, where it's like so chill and it's like top tier B-side. Yeah, I want to see what people think about Bite Me Choreography, because I'm curious what part, like, let me see. Weird, I feel like everywhere I go, people are talking more about the parasocial relationship rather than the underage part, which that actually concerns me a little bit, because I thought, or I was told, the issue people had was with Nikki being underage, and I'm very upset actually. As much as I don't care about the part, I'm very upset people aren't talking about that part. Like, I can't find the Korean comments are the ones talking about like all our oppas or whatever, you know, whatever that stuff is. Like, oh my god, they're dancing with girls when they should be like whatever. But even the responses of the American audience are talking about that rather than the, I think, more important discussion, which should be Nikki being underage. Because, like I said, I don't really agree. I think he should be fine here. But I actually saw some comments discussing how Nikki was really excited about doing sexy dances, and they're like, oh, the counter argument for the few responses I saw about him being underage was he likes being sexy, he likes dark and sexy music and stuff. I'm like, okay, like, this choreo is fine, but like in general, I'm like, that doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't care how much, and I don't want to be sexy. If you're like 16, there should be limitations. That's the whole point of management and companies and everything, is to, you know, be the adult. That's like literally the point. That's why I get concerned when idols debut young, because obviously a teenager wants to grow up fast. But the difference of this is Nikki is on TV. He is a child, and there are people who are going to be older sexualizing him as a minor, and that can really damage him mentally, even if he doesn't realize it, because he is a child. And I'm very angry that people, the few people I saw, excused it because he likes it. Yeah, there are 14-year-olds who like twerking and like wearing like revealing outfits and stuff, and that is totally fine when you're not on TV and stuff, because as sad as it is, you are being perceived by a lot of people, and some are bad people, and obviously it shouldn't be your fault that they're, you know, sexualizing you. But the worst part is even people in the company will exploit you, and it's wrong. And Nikki's not the only one here that's a child. Like, Jungwon and Sunwoo maybe aren't children, but they are still young, and they should, I hope they're comfortable with it as well. Or even if Heesung, maybe Heesung. I mean, I really doubt it. I think Heesung doesn't mind. But, like, you know, that's the point, is I want them all to be comfortable, and I hope they're all okay with saying no if they don't want to do something. And I would hope the company would take it into consideration. But yeah, most of it was fine to me, and the responses I see agree with me, like, it's stupid. I didn't realize how big it got. Like, there's trucks outside the company and everything. That's really weird to me, but whatever. It's K-pop. Also, a lot of people were like, this didn't happen in second gen. It wasn't as parasocial. I'm like, yeah, it was. What do you mean? As someone who has been watching Super Junior and stuff, it's very prevalent. They did the whole boyfriend thing. To this day, some of them did it. Did these people not see the response Chen got in EXO when he had a kid and got married? Did people not see the whole IU Eunhyuk thing when their picture got leaked? And IU got so much hate, and Eunhyuk like bursting into tears on stage because he got hate too, because IU was like, you know, the queen. Actually, he got more hate. That's the one time the guy got more hate than the girl. I guess because it's IU. Did people not see Bobby? Actually, Bobby's was fine, let's be honest. Bobby from Icon, he's okay. He probably got some hate, but not as much. But, like, it was very much a thing. The whole Taeyeon, Baekhyun thing, when they were revealed to be dating, like, someone from Super Junior literally had to leave the group because he got married. This isn't, like, a new thing.
The saddest part though is that it's very louder. It's louder because it's not fan letters. It's now just posted online, which is why there are so many S words in K-pop. But anyways, protect Nikki. I don't mind this choreo. Stop hating on Nikki. Stop sexualizing Nikki. It's been happening literally since Island, and it's really gross to me. But anyways, protect Nikki. Hope he's thriving. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.